Hello students, today we'll be doing ray diagrams corresponding to convex mirror and concave mirror. So first of all you have to remember the rules which we have already read in our previous lecture regarding reflection by concave and convex mirrors. Now you have to keep in mind certain points. The very first point is that while drawing ray diagrams you have to use pencil and scale. And second point is that you have to make use of any two rays from the object in order to locate the image. And at last is that you have to practice hard so that you are able to make neat and clear ray diagrams. Now, the very first case is that when the object is placed at infinity, that is very far distance apart, that is called infinity here. When the object is very far distance apart, we say that object is at infinity. For that case, we take rays parallel to each other. The question arises why the rays are taken parallel to each other when the object is placed at infinity at a very far distance apart. This can be clarified by using this diagram. Let's say this is an object and the rays are coming from the object and they are going to all possible directions. We have taken only part of those rays that are coming from the object, and this object is a very far distance apart. If this object is at very far distance apart, what we will intercept, the rays we will intercept, those rays will be these rays. And you are seeing that approximately these rays are parallel to each other. Approximately we can take rays parallel to each other. That's why you have to remember this fact that when the object is placed at infinity, then the rays that are coming from the object are treated parallel to each other. Now let us discuss the ray diagram corresponding to the object that is placed at infinity corresponding to concave mirror. So this is concave mirror, this is principal axis, this is pole, this is focus, this is center of curvature, and object is at infinity. And when the object is at infinity, we say that the rays, they will be parallel to each other. The rays, incident rays will be parallel to each other, and after reflection we all know that ray, if it's parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through the focus, and this is also parallel to the principal axis, it is also going to pass through focus. So the image will be formed at focus. So if the object is at infinity, position of the image will be formed at focus. And what kind of image it will be formed? Since the rays are actually meeting each other, so a real image will be formed. So the image, nature of the image will be real and inverted. And what about the size? Size will be diminished. What do you mean by diminished? Diminished means very small, means that size of the image formed is very small compared to that of the size of the object. So this is termed as diminished. So you have to remember, object is at infinity, image is formed at focus, position of the image will be at focus, and nature will be real, inverted, and diminished. So corresponding to each ray diagram, you have to remember this fact that where, first of all, you have to remember where is the object, then you have to remember the position of the image formed and what kind of image that is being formed in the particular case. Now, this ray diagram you will find in certain books. The ray diagram is drawn like this also. That we all know that object is at infinity, then the rays that are coming from the object, they should be parallel to each other. In this case, they are parallel to the principal axis, but it might be possible that the rays are taken parallel to each other, but not parallel to the principal axis. So this is another possibility that can take place, and here also in this case object is at infinity. Now what will happen? Let's say this is focus, this is center of curvature. Now what will happen? The rays will be reflected, and they will be reflected in such a way that they will meet at a point that will lie on the focal plane. तो यहाँ पर जब ये मिलेंगे तो image will be formed like this. Again, the position of the image will be at focus. So for this first case, when the object is at infinity, you can make use of either this diagram or this diagram. तो दोनों डायग्राम आप कोई से भी इनमें से ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. दोनों के केस में क्या हो रहा है, ऑब्जेक्ट अगर इन्फिनिटी पे है तो इमेज will be formed at focus and nature will be real, inverted and diminished in both the cases, and you can draw any of the two diagram. Now next is the case in which object is beyond center of curvature. Now this is concave mirror and object is beyond center of curvature means that we are talking about this position. Object is beyond center of curvature. Now in order to locate the image that is formed, what we'll do, we'll take any two standard rays that are coming from the object, and any two standard rays, we'll start from the tip. One ray will be taken parallel to the principal axis, and the another ray will be taken in such a way that it is passing through center of curvature. So we have taken two standard rays. One is parallel to the principal axis, another is passing through center of curvature. Now what will happen to this ray? This ray will pass through focus, we all know. And what about a ray that is passing through center of curvature? We know that if a ray is passing through center of curvature, it will revert back in the same direction. This we have already studied. And after reflection, ray number 1 and ray number 2, they both are meeting at this point. तो ये चले दो जो रे हम स्टैंडर्ड रेज मान रहे हैं वो ऑब्जेक्ट के टिप से चले थे, और जहाँ पर ये इंटरसेक्ट करेंगे या करते हुए आपको अपीयर होंगे वहाँ पर वो क्या रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, वो इमेज के टिप को रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे. तो दिस विल बी द पोजिशन ऑफ द इमेज दैट विल बी फॉर्म्ड. So if the object is beyond center of curvature, the image formed, the position of the image formed will be between center of curvature and focus. And what kind of image that will be formed? Nature of the image. Nature of the image will be, obviously the rays are intersecting each other, so image will be real and inverted. And what about size? Size, if you compare the size, this object is of bigger size, image is of smaller size. So we'll say that size wise, the size of the image will be smaller than that of the size of the object, and that is represented by a term that is diminished. So you have to remember object beyond center of curvature. This is ray diagram, and position of the image will be between center of curvature and focus, and nature of the image will be real, inverted and diminished. Now let us discuss case third, in which object is at center of curvature. If the object is at the center of curvature, then again we'll consider the two standard rays. One ray will be parallel to the principal axis. So this is the ray parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will pass through focus. And a ray that is passing through focus after reflection, it will become parallel to the principal axis. And this is the point where the two rays are intersecting each other, and this will be the image formed. Image formed. You have to ensure that height of the image in this case and the height of the image both will come out to be equal. So this you have to ensure in your ray diagram. So the image position will be, object is at C, the image position will be at C itself, C only, and image nature will be, since the rays are meeting each other, it will be real and inverted and of same size. Just see, in the previous cases the size of the image was diminished, but in this case size of the object and size of the image will come out to be equal. So we will say size will be same as that of object. So this you have to remember. This is the only case in which if the object is placed in front of a concave mirror, the same size of image is formed, but that will be what? Real and inverted. So in case third, object is at C, then image is also at C, real and inverted and of same size, the image is formed. Now let us take case number third, in which the object is between center of curvature and focus. It is in between center of curvature and focus. Again, let's draw the ray diagram, in which one ray we will take parallel to the principal axis. This after reflection will pass through focus. It will pass through focus. Another ray that we will take in such a way that is passing through the focus, you can say. If it is passing through the focus, ray passing through the focus, after reflection it will become parallel to the principal axis like this, and rays are meeting at this point, so this will be the image that will be formed. Now you can see, compare, this is object, this is image, and this is formed in such a way that it is of larger size. So first of all, the image position formed will be when the object is between center of curvature and focus, the image position will be beyond center of curvature. What kind of image will be formed? It will be real and inverted image will be formed. Size will be of greater size, it will be formed, and the term which we use here is magnified. In some of the book you will find as enlarged also. So both are one and the same. Magnified and enlarged both means that height of the image formed is greater than that of the height of the object. So you have to remember, object between center of curvature and focus, the image formed will be beyond center of curvature and it is real, inverted and magnified. Now let us discuss another case in which object is kept at focus. When the object is kept at focus, again let us consider two standard rays. The very first standard ray will be parallel to the principal axis, and another standard ray will be in such a way that it will be in line with center of curvature. So this will be the second incident ray. So two standard rays we have taken. The very first standard ray, as it is parallel to the principal axis, it will pass through focus. It will pass through focus. Now for the second ray, as it is in line with center of curvature, so it will revert back in the same direction, and this will be the incident ray, and reflected ray will be, first it will coincide the incident ray and then it will move forward, and the complete ray diagram will be in this way. And you are seeing that both the rays are not meeting each other, right? But they are parallel to each other. And when the rays are parallel to each other, then we say that these rays are going to meet at a very, very far distance apart. and that is at infinity. So they are going to meet each other at infinity. So we'll say that the image will also be formed at infinity. So we have to remember that if the object is at focus, then the position of the image will be at infinity. बिल्कुल उल्टा केस जैसे हमने पहले पढ़ा था कि जब ऑब्जेक्ट इन्फिनिटी पे रहता है तो इमेज फोकस पे बनता है, यहाँ उल्टा हो रहा है, जहाँ ऑब्जेक्ट फोकस पे है तो इमेज इज फॉर्म्ड एट infinity. Now what kind of image will be formed? Since we are saying that these rays are going to meet each other at infinity, so they are going to meet each other, means that image form will be real and inverted. And what about size of the image? It will be magnified. Magnified or enlarged image will be formed. Now another ray diagram can also be drawn. For this case, again one standard ray will be taken parallel to the principal axis and it will pass through focus. It's going to pass through focus. Now another standard ray we can take like this, it is incident on the mirror like this. So after reflection it will become parallel to the first reflected ray. So again we are finding the same case here, that in this case the image is formed at infinity, and here also the image is formed at infinity. We have to ensure in this ray diagram, this is very important, that these these reflected rays should be parallel to each other. Many times some students, they draw the diagram and they draw it in such a way that this reflected ray, it appears like this. This is converging. So this will be a wrong diagram. They should come out exactly parallel to each other. Or in some cases the student draw it like this. They are diverging. So this diagram is also not acceptable. What we have to ensure? We have to ensure in this case that the reflected rays should be always parallel to each other. इस डायग्राम में सिमिलैरिटी यही है कि दोनों में क्या है, एक तो ऑब्जेक्ट फोकस पे है और सेकंड थिंग इज़ दैट इमेज जो हम इन्फिनिटी में हम बता रहे हैं कि इन्फिनिटी में बन रहा है, तो उसके लिए हम क्या कर रहे हैं, वी आर सेइंग दैट द रिफ्लेक्टेड रेज आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर इन बोथ द डायग्राम्स. केवल डिफरेंस यहाँ पर ये हो गया कि यहाँ पर हमने दो जो स्टैंडर्ड रेज हमने मानी हैं, वहाँ पर एक तो सेम है दोनों में, और एक स्टैंडर्ड रे इसमें ये थी और इसमें स्टैंडर्ड रे हमने ये मान ली. तो आपको पैरेलल यहाँ पर रिफ्लेक्टेड रेस को दिखाना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, और इन दोनों डायग्राम्स में यू कैन ड्रॉ एनी ऑफ द डायग्राम विच यू लाइक. Now next case is when the object is placed between focus and pole. So this is pole, this is focus, and object is in between focus and pole. Then we'll consider again two standard rays. One standard ray will be parallel to the principal axis. This is one standard ray. The another standard ray will be in such a way that it is in line with the center of curvature. So we have taken two standard rays. This standard ray we all know parallel to the principal axis, it is going to pass through focus. It's going to pass through focus. So this is first reflected ray. The second reflected ray, as it's in line with the center of curvature, so it will revert back in the same direction and it will pass through center of curvature. So this ray will be drawn in this way, that it will pass through center of curvature. Now these rays, you are seeing that they are not parallel to each other, they are diverging. And when the rays are diverging, then to an observer who is located here, it will appear as if these rays are coming from backward. You'll draw it, retrace it in the backward direction like this. Since you are constructing these rays, so you will draw it in the dotted way and these rays are basically they're appearing as if they are coming from this point. So these rays, diverging rays, when they are drawn backward, तो they are meeting at this point. अब ये जो दो स्टैंडर्ड रेज थे ये हमारे ऑब्जेक्ट के टिप से चले थे, तो मतलब ये क्या रिप्रेजेंट करेगा, ये रिप्रेजेंट करेगा इमेज की टिप को. एंड सिंस द इमेज इज फॉर्म्ड behind the mirror, so this will be what kind of image? Virtual image, and it will be shown by such dotted lines. This will be the tip of the image that will be formed. So this is object and this is image formed. So if we talk about the position of the image, when the object is between focus and pole, image will be formed behind the mirror. And what kind of image will be formed? Here rays are not actually intersecting each other. Moreover, the image is formed behind the mirror, and whenever image is formed behind the mirror, the nature of the image will be virtual and erect. Virtual and erect. And what about the size? We can see that size is magnified. That is, height of the image will be greater than that of the height of the object. Magnified or enlarged image will be formed in this case, and this is the special case. बाकी और जितने केसेस आप कॉनकेव मिरर के आप करते हो उसमें जो इमेज बनती है वो रियल बनती है, बट दिस इज़ द ओनली केस इन विच द इमेज फॉर्म्ड इज व्हाट, इट इज़ वर्चुअल एंड इरेक्ट. तो दिस इज़ एन इम्पॉर्टेंट केस. तो कॉनकेव मिरर के लिए जो रे डायग्राम्स है, 6 रे डायग्राम्स आपको याद करने हैं, जिसमें कि अगर केस 6 को अगर हम ना लेके चलें और बाकी केसेस को हम देख के चलें तो एक चीज़ बड़ी कॉमनली हमें ये दिख रही है कि पहले केस में जब ऑब्जेक्ट इन्फिनिटी पे था तो इमेज फोकस पे बन रही थी, फिर वो इन्फिनिटी से ऑब्जेक्ट पास आ गया तो इमेज क्या हुआ, वो जो मिरर है उससे दूर चला गया, और फिर ये और पास आया तो इमेज और दूर चला गया मिरर से, और फिर ये और पास आया तो इमेज जो है मिरर से और दूर चला गया, और जब ये फोकस में आ गया तो इमेज फिर और ज़्यादा दूर चला गया. तो इसमें हो क्या रहा है, ये पांचों केसेस में ऑब्जेक्ट को हम पास ला रहे हैं और इमेज इज़ रिसीडिंग अवे फ्रॉम द मिरर. तो दिस थिंग यू हैव टू नोट, conclude that if the object is being brought towards the mirror, then the image will recede away from the mirror. This conclusion you should remember. एक चीज़ और आप यहाँ पर नोट कर रहे होंगे, जब ऑब्जेक्ट इन्फिनिटी पे था तब साइज़ ऑफ द इमेज बहुत स्मॉल था, जब पास आया तो साइज़ थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया, और जब वो सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर पे आया तो इमेज फिर उसी के साइज़ का हो गया, और जब हम सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर और फोकस के बीच में इसे ऑब्जेक्ट को ले गए तो इमेज फिर बढ़ गया. तो जब हम ऑब्जेक्ट को पास ला रहे हैं तो ग्रेजुअली हो क्या रहा है, जो इमेज का साइज़ है वो कम से ज़्यादा हो रहा है. द हाइट ऑफ द इमेज इज़ ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीजिंग एज यू आर ब्रिंगिंग द ऑब्जेक्ट टुवर्ड्स द मिरर. दिस इज़ द सेकेंड कंक्लूजन यू कैन ड्रॉ. Now about the position of the image and the size of the image formed, you can remember this table also that is given in your NCERT book also. तो इसमें एक चीज़ और हम कंक्लूड करते हैं. देखिए, जब ऑब्जेक्ट इन्फिनिटी पे है तो इमेज फोकस पे बन रहा है, और जब ऑब्जेक्ट फोकस पे है तो इमेज इन्फिनिटी पे बन रहा है. जस्ट उसका उल्टा हो रहा है यहाँ पर. तो ये यहाँ पर, ये यहाँ पर. इसी तरह से आप यहाँ देख सकते हो, ऑब्जेक्ट इफ़ इट इज़ बियॉन्ड सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर तो इमेज कहाँ बन रहा है, फोकस और सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर के बीच में. और इसका उल्टा लिया जाए, इफ़ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज़ बिटवीन सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर एंड फोकस द इमेज विल बी बियॉन्ड सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर. तो बियॉन्ड सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर यहाँ था, यहाँ इन्होंने अपनी पोजीशन रिवर्ट उल्टा कर लिया. जहाँ पोजीशन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट था वहाँ अगर पोजीशन ऑफ द इमेज कर दिया तो ऑब्जेक्ट और इमेज की पोजीशंस इंटरचेंज हो गई हैं यहाँ पर. और जब सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर पे है तो इमेज सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर पे ही बना. तो ये भी एक इम्पॉर्टेंट कंक्लूजन आप इन रे डायग्राम से ड्रॉ कर सकते हो. Now what conclusion we draw from concave mirror, the ray diagrams of concave mirror? The very first thing is that both real and virtual images can be formed using concave mirror. This fact you should remember. Second is that the size of the image can be diminished or magnified. We have seen that in some of the cases the size is magnified, in some of the cases size is diminished. So second point you have to remember. The third point is that as we bring object towards the mirror, then what is happening? The image is moving away from the mirror. This is third point you have to remember. Fourth point is as we bring object towards the mirror, we'll see that gradually the size of the image is increasing. You know that. The fifth point is that only one case is there when virtual image is formed by using concave mirror, that is when the object is placed between focus and pole. So these conclusion you can draw from the image formation by a concave mirror. Now for the convex mirror, we are having only two cases. One is when the object is at infinity, parallel rays will strike the convex mirror and they will diverge, and they will diverge in such a way that they will appear as if they are passing through the focus. So here position of image will be at focus, and what kind of image will be formed? It will be virtual and erect and diminished. In fact, it will be highly diminished. Highly diminished. Now the second case is when object is between infinity and pole. When object is between infinity and pole, that is, this is pole and this is infinity side. So anywhere between infinity and pole an object is kept, then again we'll take the two standard rays. One will be parallel to the principal axis. After reflection it will diverge in such a way that it will appear as if it is passing through the focus. And another standard ray that is trying to pass through center of curvature. A ray that is trying to pass through center of curvature will revert back in the same direction. So here is the intersection, this intersection point, and this is the image that will be formed. Again virtual image and erect image will be formed, and position will be at, in fact it will be between pole and focus, and again image will be virtual, erect and diminished. Nature of the image and position of the image. Now let us write some conclusion that are related to the image formation by convex mirror. The very first fact you must have seen that the image that is formed, that image is always virtual and erect. Very important point. कॉन्केव मिरर में वर्चुअल और जो रियल इमेजेस हैं दोनों फॉर्म होती हैं, बट कॉन्वेक्स में केवल वर्चुअल इमेज फॉर्म होती है. सेकेंड पॉइंट इज दैट ऑलवेज साइज ऑफ इमेज इज फाउंड लेस देन दैट ऑफ द साइज ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट. मतलब कॉन्वेक्स मिरर जो भी इमेजेस बनाएगा वो हमेशा it will be of smaller size. Now third point is that as we bring object from infinity towards the mirror, the image shifts from focus towards the mirror. जैसे हम ऑब्जेक्ट को इन्फिनिटी से मिरर की तरफ लाते हैं तो इमेज फोकस से मिरर की तरफ शिफ्ट होता है. दैट कैन बी शोन हियर. जब इन्फिनिटी में है तो फोकस में बना, और जब इन्फिनिटी से पास अगर इमेज को ऑब्जेक्ट को हम ले आते हैं देन इमेज अर्लियर इट वॉज फॉर्म्ड एट फोकस, अब वो किधर जा रहा है? वो मिरर की तरफ जा रहा है. तो फ्रॉम फोकस इट विल शिफ्ट टुवर्ड्स द मिरर साइड. And you have to learn these two diagrams, very simple diagrams, and that's all for today. Thank you.